Looking at our world from a theological perspective. This is the Theology Central Podcast, making theology central.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is Wednesday, May the 24th, 2023. It is currently 3:33 p.m. Central Time, and I'm coming to you live from the Theology Central studio located right here in Abilene, Texas. So, what are you going to be doing this summer? Come on, tell me, what are your summer plans? What are you going to be doing? Vacation, fun, pool, barbecue, fireworks. What are you going to be doing? Going to the lake, going to the beach, fishing, hiking. What are you going to be doing this summer? Well, whatever you're going to be doing this summer, I would hope you will do this. You will find times during this summer to follow our, summer reading plan, right? We're going to give you a summer reading plan for summer 2023, and we are going to attach that summer reading plan in a PDF format to this very broadcast, and that PDF file will be found on the Church One app. All you have to do is look for this broadcast, right? All you have to do is look for this very episode, and you just look for the PDF file attachment. You open it up and there will be your summer reading plan. I will give you the full name of what we're going to call this in just a minute. But we hope you would participate not only in the reading plan, but also in our study. So we're going to be doing the reading plan. We will be doing a study with the podcast. There'll be sermons attached to it. It should be a good summer because this summer, 2023, we're going to be studying the books of Jeremiah and the book of Lamentations. So we're going to call this the the summer reading plan for the book of Jeremiah. Hang on, what did I actually call this? I don't even remember the title. Give me the exact title of this episode because I wasn't even thinking about it. You'll need the exact title of this episode to be able to find the reading plan. The Jeremiah reading plan PDF. Jeremiah reading plan PDF for this broadcast. Once it's uploaded to the Church One app and once it's uploaded to the Sermons 2.0 app, all you have to do is a search for Jeremiah reading plan PDF, find this broadcast, look for the attached PDF, open it, and you will have the reading plan that will cover June, July, and August. And we invite you to be a part of it. Now, what I'm going to do is give you just a little head start. I'll just mention like maybe the first week of readings so that you can go ahead and get started and write them down while you're waiting for the PDF. I mean, you should be able to get the PDF file within about 5 minutes of this broadcast ending. Again, it will be available on the Church One app. That's Church ONE. Download it from the Apple App Store, the Google Play Store, Church ONE. Once you download the app, do a search for Theology Central. It basically becomes our app. Look for the Jeremiah Reading Plan PDF broadcast. Attached to that will be our PDF file. Or on the Sermons 2.0 app, do a search for Theology Central. Look for the Jeremiah Reading Plan PDF, and then it'll be attached. You can open it up. It'll open up right there on your device, and you will have the reading plan for the entire summer of 2023. Because summer 2023, it's all going to be about Jeremiah and Lamentations. And I hope you will participate. I hope you will study. I hope you will, and I hope you will join us. And I hope it will be a beneficial time. But here is the beginning of the reading plan. Are you ready? Here we go. June the 1st. June the 1st, you will read Jeremiah chapter 1, verses 1 through 19. Jeremiah chapter 1, verses 1 through 19, which I believe, if I am not mistaken, is the entire chapter. So, June the 1st, you will read Jeremiah chapter 1. Is that easier to just do? Jeremiah chapter 1, all right? June the 1st, you will read the whole chapter. Now, I've already told you to get started. I'm already telling you to get started. I'm giving you a head start, right? Because I know somewhere people are going to be, I was too busy. I didn't have enough time. And they're going to have a million things that are going to get in the way. Start today, May the 24th, 2023, and then you have time to be, way ahead, all right? Jeremiah chapter 1. Is June the 1st. That's what you will read. And please, again, the YouVersion Bible app or your Bible app of choice, You can read it there, or you can listen to it be read to you. So there's so many, because of technology, there's so many ways to accomplish this. Or if you want to go way old school, you can get an actual Bible. Okay. Now, I would challenge you to buy a new Bible for summer 2023, a new notebook, and some new pencils. I would, right? Jeremiah chapter 1. Now, this is the way I would tell you to do the reading plan. This is how I would tell you to do the reading plan. This is just my suggestion. You sit down, you read Jeremiah chapter 1 straight through, one sitting, right? Don't get up, just read it. And then just grab a notebook and just write down, just simple, Jeremiah 1, observations, just things that you observed, or questions. You can just write down observations and questions. What you observed. And when I say what's observed, you're not trying to do an outline. It's not just what jumped out at you, right? Just whatever. And then questions. I didn't understand. What was that talking about? I didn't understand. Just, this is not some in-depth thing. This is not trying to interpret. I read Jeremiah chapter 1. Here are the two observations that jumped out at me, two things I observed that jumped out at me. And here's a question. If you don't have any questions, great. If you don't even have any observations, say, I read Jeremiah chapter 1 and not one thing stood out to me. I didn't observe one thing and I have no questions. That's okay if that's what you do. I don't even care if that's what you do. All right. But do that, because then that at least makes it, you read it and you took a couple of minutes to at least try to process it. Make it simple, make it easy. All right. June the 1st, Jeremiah chapter 1. June the 2nd, you will read Jeremiah chapter 2, verses 1 through 13. Jeremiah the 2nd. June the 2nd, you will read Jeremiah 2, verses 1 through 13. That's only 13 verses. You can pull this off. I promise you can pull this off. All right. Number three. June the 3rd. I'm sorry. I'm getting all of these messages coming in at me right now. So, all right, about other things. All right, so here we go. Let's go through these again. It's just amazing when sometimes you're broadcasting and it's like no one's paying any attention to it. And then all of a sudden I start getting all these messages. All right, here we go. Jeremiah 1, verses 1 through 19. Jeremiah 1, verses 1 through 19, or Jeremiah chapter 1. So June the 1st, read the entire chapter, Jeremiah chapter 1. Remember, just read it, grab a notebook, write down observations and any questions. On June the 2nd, you're going to read Jeremiah chapter 2, verses 1 through 13. Jeremiah chapter 2, verses 1 through 13. On June the 3rd, you're going to read Jeremiah chapter 2, verses 14 through 28. Jeremiah 2, 14 through 28. On June the 4th, you're going to read Jeremiah 2, 29 to 37. So June the 1st, Jeremiah 1, 1 through 19. June the 1st, Jeremiah 1, 1 through 19, or Jeremiah chapter 1. June the 2nd, Jeremiah chapter 2, verses 1 through 13. June the 3rd, Jeremiah 2, 14 through 28. June the 4th, Jeremiah 2, 29 through 37. And June the 5th, Jeremiah chapter 3, verses 1 through 18. And I will stop there because this will be attached. A PDF file with the entire outline of the reading plan will be attached to this episode. Again, download the Church One app or the Sermons 2.0 app. Look for the episode entitled Jeremiah Reading Plan PDF. Open the PDF and join in with us. You can get started early, right? There's a little checkbox. You can in your notebook, you'll just have it, right? Page 1 will be Jeremiah 1, observations, questions. Your second page will be Jeremiah 2, observations and questions. And you'll just have a running, and you'll see right there. And this, again, it's not about trying to interpret it. It's nothing like that. Not trying to outline it. It's just very simple. Observation and questions, observations and questions, observations and questions. There you have it. Your 2023 Jeremiah reading plan. Now, this goes all the way to the book of Lamentations. You'll start the book of Lamentations, just so that you know, on August the 26th. And then by the end of August, you'll be done with Lamentations. Most of the entire summer is going to be the book of Jeremiah. The book of Jeremiah. That's what we're going to be working on the entire summer. All right. I hope you join us. There you go. That's it. You're saying, well, don't you have something profound? I have nothing profound to say other than download the Church One app, download the Sermons 2.0 app, look for Jeremiah Reading Plan PDF, look for the attached PDF, open it, save it to your device, or you don't even have to save it. Whenever you need it, just open up your Church One app or Sermons 2.0 app, look for us, find the episode. It will be attached right there, and just there you go. Participate in the reading plan. I've already given you the first 5 days. June the 1st is Jeremiah chapter 1. June the 2nd is Jeremiah chapter 2, verses 1 through 13. June the 3rd is Jeremiah 2, 14 through 28. June the 4th is Jeremiah 2, 29 through 37. And June the 5th is Jeremiah chapter 3, verses 1 through 18. Let's dig in. Let's get the most out of this. Let's get the most out of this. All right, I'll be mentioning the PDF file as we move forward. The goal is Sunday at Victory Baptist Church. The goal is 3 hours of Jeremiah. 3 hours. Book overview. Maybe start working on chapter 1. We will see. We will see. We will see. We will see. We will see how it transpires, how we develop it. Right? I gotta work it in a way that's far different than the way I would like to work it. The way I would like to work it is we would start our verse by verse journey through the book of Jeremiah, but then we would be in it for 8 years. That's what I would prefer. But I'm gonna try my best to keep those sermons as standalone sermons with whatever section we're looking at, and then anything that I need to do extra will show up here on the podcast. All right. I'm getting messages from my daughter. I'm getting all kinds of messages. I'm sorry I got distracted there for a little bit. Hopefully I wasn't messing it up. I think I was saying Jeremiah the 1st. I don't know what I was doing, but there you go. I just wanted to give you a couple of days of the reading schedule. I didn't want to necessarily go. I just didn't want to turn on the microphone and go, hey, get your reading plan now. Thank you for listening. Goodbye. I guess I could have made it 2 minutes, but that's all right. Wanted you to at least get started. All right. I don't see any questions or anyone wants me to repeat anything. So I think we're good to go. The Jeremiah reading plan for summer 2023. We're going to be studying Jeremiah and Lamentations. It will take us from June the 1st to the end of August 31st. All right. Hopefully, it will be a summer that will be beneficial to all of us. I am hoping. I'm going to do my very best to make it as beneficial to everyone as possible. All right. And I may be a little selfish and try to make it beneficial to me. Right? I won't deny that. Are you excited? Remember, read, write down observations and questions. Just whatever jumps off the page at you, right? Just what jumps out at you. You're not trying to write a book. You're not trying to write a paragraph. You're not trying to write an essay. It's just basic observations and questions. Simple. And the only reason I want you to take that extra step is because it's easy to just read it and just your mind is somewhere else, but you check off the box. But 5 minutes later, if someone said, what did you read this morning? Oh, Jeremiah 1. Okay, tell me something about it. It had words. Jesus. Yeah, hey, Jesus. I know. I don't think the word Jesus is in Jeremiah. Jesus. Right. No, so taking a minute to write down some observations and questions, I think is a good exercise so that you'll get the most out of the reading. That's my own thoughts, my own extra, just not trying to make you do extra work, but I want you to get the most out of it. There you go. All right. Email me your thoughts, your concerns. If you cannot, for some reason, find the PDF file, right, on the Church One app or the Sermons 2.0 app, or you just because sometimes I know you'll think this is crazy, but I have received email. I am not going to download the Church One app. I am not going to download the Sermons 2.0 app. This is where I listen to my podcast. So you send me the file. Okay. You don't have to get mad. Just say, please send me the file. Just send me an email, newsif@yahoo.com, newsif@yahoo.com, and I will send you the PDF file. I will attach it. I know you're laughing, but I'm serious. I've had people well, why did you put the PDF file on the Church One app? I don't want to download that app. You need to send it to me. I'm like, whoa. I mean, it's almost like just a demanding, you will do this. And it's okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was that big of a deal, but okay. It's sometimes you're kind of blown away what the demands people have of you. It's like you don't even know who these people are. You've never encountered them, and they're like, you will do it this way. Okay. In the name of Jesus. And I'm like, okay, all right. I'm glad my podcast is having a positive benefit on your life, right? It's like, what did I do wrong there? It's really weird sometimes, the demands people will make on you. It's like, it's just so that people know, it's because the other podcasting apps don't allow me to attach a PDF file. That's why. The Church One app and Sermons 2.0 allow me to attach a PDF file. Meaning, where would then I attach the PDF file? On the platforms that allow me to do so. Okay, so it's not a grand conspiracy against your podcasting app. Okay, it really isn't. It's not that serious. All right. Thank you for listening. I just feel like I got my Bible here. Do we start looking at Jeremiah chapter 1? All right. What do we know about Hilkiah? What do we know about Anathoth? All right. What do we know about the land of Benjamin? What do we know about Amon, king of Judah? What do we know about Jehoiakim? What do we know about Josiah? What do we know about Zedekiah? What do we know about the carrying away of Jerusalem captive in the 5th month? Yeah. What do we do with the kind of the little, do you call it? Well, starting in verse Jeremiah 1:15, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Jeremiah, what seest thou? And I said, I see a rod of an almond tree. Then said the Lord unto me, thou hast well seen, for I will hasten my word to perform it. And the word of the Lord came unto me the second time, saying, what seest thou? And I said, I see a seething pot, and the face thereof is towards the north. And the Lord said unto me, out of the north, and evil shall break forth upon all the inhabitants of the land. He seems to interpret the seething pot. Does he really interpret the rod of an almond tree? Or does he? Well, I mean, right? See, I'm already ready to jump in. I know that's that's all in chapter 1. So, yeah. There you go. Come on. I'm trying to get you started, right? You got to be like, ooh, almond tree. Wait, a seething pot facing the north. Ooh, I got to figure this stuff out. There you go. There you go. All right. All right. newsif@yahoo.com. 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 Thank you for listening. We'll be doing more live broadcasting sometime today, this evening. I don't know. We'll just see how things proceed. Right. Join us, summer 2023, Jeremiah Lamentations. Read, notebook, observations, questions. I would love the questions to be sent to me, but even if you don't send the questions to me, that's fine. You then have to figure out working out those answers at some point in the study. Thank you for listening. Everyone have a great day. God bless.